G'day, folks. Welcome to the end of this scenario. This is the campaign scenario from Baptism by Fire, the end of the final turn, the end of the 23rd of February 1943, and it's a pretty convincing German victory. Let me run you through sort of what's been happening. This was where most of the action was in that final turn. It was pretty tense. As I said, that convincing German victory, but the Allies really put up a fight. They managed to recapture briefly both the victory condition hexes out here. The guards, basically what happened was Kampf Group Schutte failed their snafu roll, so they couldn't do anything. They did a failure flip recovery. Then 34th Division came on and drove them out, pushed them all the way back to this victory condition hex here. Didn't quite capture it. Then we had Kampfgruppe Lang, this group down further to the south of Kampfgruppe Schutte, and they also failed their snafu roll. Now, these guys aren't particularly fatigued. Well, they were on one, they were on two, but they just failed. So again, they did nothing. They made a failure flip recovery, and they're done. Then the guards came on, and they had to clear out some defenders on the outskirts, and couldn't quite reach that victory condition hex. But then, needing a 5 or more, I think they got a second activation, captured the victory condition hex with 2 infantry, held it briefly, but then Kampfgruppe Gerhardt came in from here and did an attack by fire into the hex. By this stage, the guards' infantry were very low. They were both on 1 step each, and pouring fire into the hex eliminated them both, enabling this unit to move in there and capture it. The guards are now, as a result of that second activation, fatigue 4. What else? Combat Command B had an attempt to help out. They did help out, actually, but then they were wiped out, so they're off the map. Group Reimann out here didn't do much. By this stage, the guards had moved away, so they shifted in a little bit. But yeah, this situation here kind of hangs in the balance. The 34th Infantry Division is still quite strong. The guards lost 2 big infantry battalions, but still have some left and are still in decent fighting form. Yeah. Over to the left, I'll go here first because it's closer. The Italians finally pushed Task Force Velvet out of Feriana, but couldn't quite capture Vilepte, so they've been held up there. Did pretty well in this final turn, pushing the combined force back. It didn't really matter anyway, it was just more they've been wanting to do it for a while. They finally kind of managed to push back against this determined defence. And as you can see out here, the 1st Division is no more. They tried to activate, tried to get back out of this little gap, couldn't go far. They got smashed by, first of all, this Kampfgruppe, and then DAK Kampfgruppe, and they've completely secured the northwest corner. You can see these guys had to retreat off the map, just absolutely smashing the 1st Infantry Division out here. It's, I mean, comparing the 1st versus the 34th rather, 1st struggled heavily and suffered very heavy losses. You can see 1 step, 3 steps. 34th, comparatively, doing really well, achieving their objectives and surviving. So as I said, looking over the map, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the 9 they need for victory. And then there's 10, 11, 12. So the Germans still end up with 12 victory points, even after losing Spieber. So that is, yeah, a German victory in Baptism by Fire. It's in this campaign report, and I'll do a separate sort of wrap-up review, final thoughts type of video. But yeah, at the end of all this, I don't exactly. I'm still not sure of sort of what strategies I'm employing here. This is a final sort of activation of formations. Yeah, I'll probably leave that for the final video. But Germans just kept punching and punching, and only towards the end up here and down the southwest where they kind of held up. But DAK just hit so hard and hurt the Allies a lot. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Take care.